Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this transfer report from Fabrizio Romano. Speaking on his YouTube channel, the transfer expert claims that Barcelona wanted to sign this Arsenal defender, William Saliba, in the summer if Koundé deal had failed. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Inaki Pena, our second choice goalkeeper, it has been reported that the Barcelona youngsters camp are relaxed over his contract situation and have several offers on the table. So guys, before we get right onto those stories in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch the video right up to the very end. Speaking on his YouTube channel, transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has claimed that Barcelona had their sights on Arsenal defender William Saliba in the summer had they missed out on the signing of Jules Koundé. The Catalans were in the market for defensive reinforcements during the summer despite bringing in Andres Christensen on a free transfer very early in the window, and Koundé had been at the top of the priority list for the Blaugrana, with Xavi and co pushing hard for his signing. While Barcelona eventually ended up landing the 23-year-old, there was a period when it seemed like Chelsea would beat them to the Frenchman's capture. It is at that point that Barca drew up a list of potential alternatives for Jules Koundé if he slipped out of their hands, and as per Romano, Arsenal star William Saliba was among the names that the Catalans were considering as Plan B. The French ace had just returned to Arsenal after an extremely successful loan spell away at Olympique de Marseille. The Ligue 1 outfit made attempts to sign him permanently, while AC Milan were said to be keen on him as well. And as it turns out, Barcelona too had their sights set on Saliba, but the Blaugrana never made any proposal for the 21-year-old as they had Koundé as their utmost priority. Even if there had been an approach from it for Saliba, Arsenal would have shut it down as per Fabrizio Romano, as the Gunners saw him as an important part of the plans going into the new season. Saliba has emerged as one of the best central defenders in the Premier League this season and has played a very key role in Arsenal's ascent to the top of the standings in England. Meanwhile, Koundé has excelled since arriving at Spotify Camp Nou, be it as a centre-back or a right-back. The Frenchman recently picked up an injury while on international duty, but there are good feelings surrounding his recovery. What a revelation from transfer expert Fabrizio Romano. Of course, there's nothing I can regret from that report because Koundé is a highly rated defender, and I think Koundé have been doing so well since arriving at Barca. It's just unfortunate that the first international break came and Koundé went and picked up an injury, and he'll be sidelined for close to 4 weeks. So that's a big blow for us, definitely. But hopefully he can come before the El Clasico. Just hopefully he can. So Fabrizio Romano coming up with these revelations, how Barcelona were so much interested for William Saliba of Arsenal. And they were doing this, especially at that moment when we quite remember when Chelsea were also strongly linked with Koundé. Of course, Koundé was strongly linked to Chelsea because there was a moment in time when there were reports that Chelsea are closer to Koundé than Barcelona. And Fabrizio now is revealing that Barcelona were so close to William Saliba, but he also revealed that Arsenal were strong, like they were saying that nobody can buy Saliba because they saw the way he played in his loan spell at Marseille. Because even AC Milan in Serie A were interested, but Arsenal shut the door. So even if we never succeeded in getting Koundé, and there was a very slim chance that we could have even succeeded in Saliba as well. So I think there's no regret about that. Koundé is still the better option for me, and I think, it's a great business that Barca did, defeating Chelsea along the way to get Koundé, because Koundé have been doing well so far in his new club, Barcelona. Just unfortunate that he's currently out injured, and we're gonna miss him because he's versatile, plays right back more than all the natural right backs that Barca have. So that tells you a lot how useful Koundé is in Xavi's plans. Then on to the next story of discussion. In the past couple of days, Inaki Pena has been linked with a switch to Galatasaray, with his contract at Barcelona expiring next year. There have been no talks of a contract renewal for the youngster beyond the ongoing season, and a return to the Turkish side after a successful loan spell earlier this year has been muted. However, it has now been revealed that the La Masia graduate could end up staying at Barcelona. As per latest information provided by Adrian Sanchez, Pena's entourage are relatively calm about his future at Spotify Camp Nou. However, the young midfielder has been guaranteed that in case the Catalan Giants decide not to offer him a new contract, there are several offers on the table for his signature. Since making waves in Barca's youth teams, the 23-year-old was always tipped to be the successor of Marc-Andre ter Stegen in the future. But the German international has largely been irreplaceable for the Blaugrana. It may have been a possibility for the Spaniard to emerge as the heir to the former Gladbach shortstopper this term, considering his fall from grace in the past 2 seasons. However, ter Stegen has put all the doubt around his starting place to bed, conceding a mere goal in 7 La Liga matches so far. As a result, Inaki Pena will have to continue to wait for his big break in the senior team, although he could get his chances in the Copa del Rey. While talks might not have been held with Inaki Pena over a renewal, recent reports indicate that Barcelona intend to renew his contract along with that of fellow goalkeeper Arno Tenas in the near future. Inaki Pena has been featuring in many transfer reports recently in Spanish news outlets. Of course, the player is somehow frustrated over lack of game time, but we all expected that. You cannot expect ter Stegen to have this kind of form that he is having right now, and I expect Xavi to rotate goalkeepers. I was not expecting anything, but I think the youngster should just be patient because I think the Copa del Rey games that will probably start for us in January next year, Xavi can be using him there. Of course, we know he have tested some first team action playing for Galatasaray, where he was sent on loan in the month of January. I think that's the reason why Inaki Pena is somehow, he really wants to play. He really wants to be there to be the goalkeeper at some few games, but it seems as though, he will still be patient, right? Because Ter Stegen is on hot form. Ter Stegen have considered just a goal, keeping 6 clean sheets in the process in La Liga. So it's going to be interesting to see. But now it has been reported by the Spanish journalist Adrian Sanchez that Barcelona are calm. Barcelona want to extend his contract. They trust him. Xavi trusts him. And they want him to stay further because normally he's still young. Ter Stegen will want to leave the club. Ter Stegen will not be here forever. And I think Inaki Pena will be the undisputed number 1. So Barcelona are contemplating on extending his contract further. And the good news now is that Inaki Pena's calm is also very calm. They are patient about the situation. They don't want to hasten things up, despite Galatasaray showing interest recently. So let's see. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.